Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. And today we're going to explore Lavender Town. Ooh, scary. I'm going to try to get this around Halloween. That'll be pretty fun. Yeah, this guy's explaining that all Pokemon that die end up in the Pokemon Tower. And a lot of people like to argue that this is a very adult moment in Pokemon, and I agree. You know, it's to show kids that people die. And this is Mr. Fuji's house, and it's odd that he doesn't live here. Mr. Fuji... If anyone I highly recommend you guys watch the Pokemon Origins anime with Red. I highly recommend that. I really do, because he's the official name reader, by the way. If you want to change nicknames, this is where you do it. And they actually give you nice cheery music if you want to break from this. But yeah, I said what needed to be said. Now she's explaining that Cubone. Cubone is actually pretty sad if you think about it too much. A lot of Pokemon are sad and creepy if you think about them too much. Just watch the J-Wits. He's a big Poketuber. If you want definitely want examples from him. Perfect example is Cubone. Cubone's where the skulls are their mothers who died, and a lot of people like to theorize that Cubone's mother is typically a dead Kangaskhan, and that's actually been slightly confirmed because we found out in ROMs and everything and interviews that Marowak was originally going to be an evolution form of Kangaskhan. Alright, so we're going to be going in here. Looking pretty good. Everyone's pretty equal. I'd like Nick to go up a couple levels, so I'm going to put him in front. And I can get rid of Clefairy, but, you know, I'll keep her in there for the hell of it. Right, here we are on the first level, and here's a person. Did you come to pay respects? Bless you. Here's a little line I showed off in the VGAB episode of Lavender Town because I want to make a point that this is a very adult section of Pokemon. People see it as, oh, this is the scary place full of creepy pasta, but I think it goes deeper than that. It's good that Pokemon in Gen 1, at most, really showed that there is depth to the Pokemon, you know, and Gen 5 definitely had a nice depthful story, you know, stuff like that. Hey, it's Jerk. Hey, Yellow, what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can't at least make them faint. Let's go, pal. I explained this in Pokemon Red, but I'll just briefly recap it here. This goes into the theory that Red or Ash, whatever, killed Blue, Gary, Green, whatever, is Pokemon. Killed, what was it? He killed, it's Eradicate. Because at this point, oh, darn, I gotta reverse. Sometimes I get types in reverse. You gotta forgive me on that. I have no excuse for that. But yeah, you know. But yeah, like, because at this point, Eradicate gets replaced with another Pokemon. And given the implications the game is giving, I can definitely side with the idea that, Pokemon that Red could have accidentally killed a Pokemon of it doesn't have to be Red either, or Yellow in this case. It could have been another trainer, the SSN or something, you know, or it could have been just a freak accident, you know. It depends on who you ask. Ah, I should have said that, Nick. Oh well. Wait, he's the wrong move. This is probably killing anyway. I got a crit. Cool. I like calling it crit. Makes you feel like I'm a totally in the scene guy, like I'm totally happening. I'm far out, you know? And you probably just turn off that video because you just don't respect me now. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. That's among some of the worst things I ever said, and I said some bad things in this channel. Not bad as naughty. I mean, I said naughty things, of course, but, you know. You know what's weird? I typically tend to swear more when I'm tired. I don't know why. Maybe I just revert to that kind of ideal. I don't know. We still got an Eevee here, which is interesting. I think Jerk ends up evolving his Eevee and Yellow version later on in the game. Maybe just before maybe much later, I'm not sure. Again, I've never gotten this far in Yellow version. To be honest with you. Right, normal type. Normal types are really underrated at light, but not as underrated as ground types. I've seen some really I've faced trainers with really successful ground type moves. Normal types, and it's really interesting what they do, because normal types can actually have a very colorful moveset. which I just remembered I should continue talking about. Yeah, what I mean by colorful moveset is, wow, I feel so unprofessional right now because I just cut off from there, and now it's like, it's an episode later. In the last episode, let me do a recap. In the last episode, I was talking about how, because I'm doing this in one record session, so I'm thinking, the last episode I described how, what a stinker, yeah, you took it easy on you too, yeah, whatever, you keep making excuses like I do. Last time I was talking about how you should balance out what moves to use. Just hold your thought there, jerk. I just want to get this point out clear. I was saying you want a colorful moveset, meaning you want different types you can possibly learn. Maybe a normal type move, or a steel type move, or electric type move, and a psychic type move, like my Snorlax in Gen 6. It's really useful to do that, because it makes you think of Pokemon much more dynamic, and you want to balance out how you play the Pokemon. I probably did make this good. I did my point clear, but this just makes it clear. So, how's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the grown-up Marowak yet. I doubt there are any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, pal. Smell you later. God, I can't stand this guy. I love how Pikachu moves away from him. It's like, I don't like that guy. That's actually pretty funny. Word to the wise. I'll probably use a super... Nah, I'm not gonna bother. At least for this. At least until when it starts getting annoying, I will. What the... Even we could not identify... Oh yeah, there's a lot of identifiers here because there's something wrong. Mr. Fuji isn't here. But yeah, you know. If only there's a way we're gonna unmask them. That means Silph Code time. The rest of these are trainers, so... Get ready for another episode dedicated to a... oh, that's wonderful. Dedicated to a dungeon. Sorry, these are probably not the most interesting things in the world. Ghosts you cannot attack, you cannot do anything, nothing at all. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the anime references the episode of Maiden's Peak, if you remember that, if anyone want to watch it anyway. It was an episode where Ghastly played as a woman to fool men into giving them money every year at a certain time of the year, you know? Okay, ghost types. I don't have a ground type this time to rely on, but, you know, I'm gonna have to have faith in my Pokemon, because ghost types are pretty nasty, actually. For example. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just gonna switch to Pikachu. Screw this. Sorry, but that's just how I feel. Come to think of it, since I don't have a ground type like I usually do to rely on, or a psychic type, I probably should do a debate. Or, you know, that's fun too. I don't know. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to ignore this ever happening. I'm going to do something different with my playthroughs and not get a head start on this. I mean, I kind of did already. We had a rival battle. We fought a Chandler from Friends. We talked about this place a little bit. Let's just move on. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll meet you guys outside. Never mind, let's meet in the Pokemon Center. Yeah, sorry about that little change of pace, that really quick change of subject. Yeah, so I just feel like this is a better way to go. Because I don't have a Pokemon that'll really take down ghost types very quickly. I'll just level up a little more and move on my way. Because honestly, I just do it out of habit, fighting Lavender Tower. Because that's really more of a first-time player's trap. They wanted to get you through there, only finding it's futile, whatever. Let's just go through this route. Maybe I'll make this a speed-up section. Depends on how long this will go. Doesn't mean I won't do commentary, though. Probably means there will be a silent... Yeah, I'm gonna have to... See, that's what's tricky about it. I didn't even think of it. Well, at the very least, I can definitely try to get my Pokemon, so, well, at least one of these guys with my starters here, evolve. That would be fantastic. I think I definitely always want to have Leech Life, just in case. I think it's definitely a good move to have when you're in a jam. But, you know. almost done, almost done. There you go. Now, much more properly equipped. I wish I had an Awakening. Not to be confused with Fire Emblem Awakening, which I also wish I had, honestly. Everyone says how great that game is. I really want to try it out. Get ready for Overkill! Come on, critical. Make it overkill. Yeah, overkill! Bing, 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 bang, bong. Bing, bang, long. They're giving me money. Hey, you. Yeah, drunk. Who they renamed Gambler. At least I think that's what the story is. But gambling's wrong. Ooh. This game's gonna teach kids to gamble. That's what they said with Sonic 2. Teach gambling's okay. I'm not gonna poke fun at that. You know, both sides of the debate are decent. You know, I mean, obviously, I think if you watch my channel for a while, you know what side I have on that matter. I think that parents should be more responsible to give their kids and show them, you know, right from wrong and all that. But you know, it's a Pokemon playthrough. Why cause controversy? You know. And, you know, whatever. Fire types. Great for Tyler to fight. Let's change our subject. I just kind of did that in class today. But you don't care about my personal life. But you know I'm going to say it anyway. What happened was, should have brought some burn heal, like Bladen says. What happened was, we were having the class had a debate. Pretty much the whole class had a debate with their professor, our professor, on something, and I actually had a legitimate question on something in the textbook, and everyone was just kidding. You know, they were cool about it. I got some pretty cool guys in my class, but they were just like, oh, buzzkill, come on, man. But you know, they were just kidding around. They understood that you really meant to ask a question. But it was a pretty spirited discussion. I put in a couple points, but you know. That burn's gonna kill me the whole fight through, but luckily burn doesn't kill you more as you progress. Alright, I think there's a grass patch in here that's supposed to be a really good grinding spot. Let me see. Yeah. And it's also a shortcut if you so wish to use it. It's really right out of that tree there. I remember this route actually being pretty short, unlike the route to what's the city? What's the town? Fuchsia City. Unlike Fuchsia City. I hate Fuchsia City. To be perfectly honest with you, I hate it. Really do. Oh, come on. Once again. Reverse types. I don't know why I do that. I just reverse them sometimes. I remember when I was a kid, you know, who cares about school and all? I just wanted to know what. I just wanted to practice type theory in my head. Of course, I didn't call it type theory back then. In fact, I honestly only started calling it type theory because of the Pokemon Origins anime, which I really liked. But yeah, you know. This isn't doing much damage, but, you know, it's always nice to get my Pokemon to have... Let's show off Bite. It's always nice to get some experience. Nice, level 26. I'm pretty sure they evolved at level 27. Yeah. Well, let's get Triple M some action. Really want Triple M to forget Ember. Whoa, Mug looks cool, man. It looks like he's, like, charging right at you. Like in the anime, it was Professor Oak, you know, they want that irony thing, you know, looks sort of deceiving kind of thing. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing today? Yeah, you got burned, and I didn't get affected by nothing. That's cool. Oh, if only that was a critical. And there goes my Rage, okay. Just gonna use it anyway. I'm probably going to be replacing Rage after a while, but it is a good move to have if you take a lot of damage. It's a desperation move, and sometimes you do want to have that. Alright, and, you know, have Tyler out again. Actually, I should have brought up Nick, but Nick can't do much. He's a grass type home. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad making Tyler bite a Grimer. That's gross. They're sludge, man. That's what they are. They're mutated sludge. And that was a big, I'm glad I said that, because, that is actually a really big theme. Every Pokemon generation has a theme to them, and, Pokemon, had an original concept idea of just being regular animals that, got altered. Kind of like a Godzilla kind of thing. Ugh. Sorry, Tyler, I made you bite that. Gross. But yeah, Walking down the trail. Oh, I hate this area. I hate those four. In fact, I'm gonna go back for those, to be honest with you, just for time reasons. They don't have very interesting Pokemon. In fact, they probably have the same guys, arguably. 5 Pokemon. That's also another reason. 5 Pokemon? You kidding me? Fight all that? No way. Going back for that later. While I'm waiting for my videos to transfer to my video editor. Good. Yeah, if you fight a Pokemon that's opposite of that you're weak against, that gives you a really good amount of experience, especially for a trainer battle. That was pretty decent, actually. It wasn't that great, though. Yeah, I want Nick to get experience right now because he had to get cut off in the dungeon in that dungeon in the last episode of the Flash place. I always forget the name of it really quick, even if I just read it a second ago. In fact, it's not really a memorable area. I guess because of my extreme prejudice for the move Flash. I hate that move. Really do. But what are you gonna do, right? What am I complaining for, right? Flash has been demoted to a TM, so that makes me happy. That's all I care about. I'm happy about that. I hate that. I really hate Flash. It's the happiest day of my life when it became a TM. I know this sounds stupid, but shut up. Oh, come on. That ain't right. And I'm a water type. Why am I burned? Alright, you can bite this one, even though it's also poison. If this was Gen 3, I would have got poisoned. And I think that actually would cancel out the other status amp we already have, but in this case that'd be bad, because I definitely don't want poison. Without a fighting type, actually, or anything normal types of weak against, they're actually pretty tricky to deal with, And have Nick come out for one last shot. Give him a catch up. He's pretty close to already, It's all about managing your Pokemon, making sure everyone's at an equal pace. And like I said, the best test is if a Pokemon has only... If you ever face a trainer that only has one Pokemon, absolutely, without hesitation, see what level they are, and if it matches... If it's close to matching, at least close to matching what they have, you're good. Maybe like 1 or 2 less is fine. That's how you know. Alright, good. Now I feel a little more confident. Look what I did. Oh, I beat you fair and square. Is that it? And I didn't even break a sweat because I'm the... Oh, oops. It's time to use that. Yes, thank you, Professor Oak. My voice of reason. My Jiminy Cricket, apparently. Alright. This is why you bring super potions. Yeah, I'm gonna come back for them off screen. I hope you don't mind. That's just annoying. I'm gonna make some sacrifices, unlike what I did in Pokemon Red, but that was a post-commentary Let's Play. Okay, this is, if memory serves, I think this is the... Yeah, this is another, this is the way to Celadon City, and this is our next destination. What time am I at? I'm at a pretty good time. Oh yeah, and this is another entrance to a town where they're gonna be like, oh, I'm so thirsty, I'm gonna be too lazy to do my job. Watch. So we're gonna go to Celadon City. They talk about a department store. That's interesting. Look at me pretending like I'm not spoiling, like I'm preventing spoiling anything from you. Let's fight these guys. Celadon, I'm gonna have to get some Pokemon, get some parts into, or like maybe 2 or actually, if at most 3 parts into, because there's a lot going on story-wise there. We really hit a big point there. really want to show that off. Celadon's also really cool. I think it's one of the biggest areas in the game. And, you know, we're gonna get some really big cities. You know, I mean, at least for Game Boy Color or Game Boy standards, at most. Really want Nick to learn a new move, but I mostly want Triple M to learn a new fire move. That's my big want right now. You know? Yeah, have Nick go one more level, and I'm gonna feel more. Then I'm gonna not feel so bad anymore for keeping him in the dust. And since that polywag knows hypnosis, definitely want that to go away. Hey guys, that swirl on Poliwag and all the evolutions bellies is based on a real life animal that has that. It's their intestines. You will never unthink that. Sorry, I was a jerk there. That wasn't right of me. I definitely like one Razor Leaf along, like I said, you want a colorful moveset, but there's nothing wrong with having two of the same type moves, I would argue. I like Razor Leaf. That's a pretty good move. Vine Whip's great, though. Really is. Alright, thank you for the experience. Your turn to give me the experience. Then we're gonna head to Celadon. We're gonna take a little quick look around, and then we'll call it an episode there. Yeah, sorry these last two episodes weren't so eventful. It should have been, but honestly, I'm really not prepared for Lavender Town. So usually I have usually I'll have a ground type ready, because they take care of ghost types pretty easily, or a psychic type I'll have ready. But I don't have that in this case, because I'm trying to get Red's team together. Actually, let's get Triple M out. I'm hoping to evolve. I mean, I obviously want him to evolve, but that's not what I meant to say. I'm hoping I can get a better fire move, because Ember's a crappy move, to be honest with you. It's crappy. I mean, it's a fire type move you get really early, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, you know, it's just like, once you get to like level 26, for example, it gets really annoying to keep them. It's basically like having. It's basically what makes this game very interactive, because you want your Pokemon, the best for your Pokemon is if it's a real thing, because that's what they wanted to encourage and instill. You know? Yeah. Coughing's gonna have a lot of defense, so let's have Larry take care of it. Yeah, Coughing has that face. It actually looks like the dirt face, but the meme. But I always but when I was a kid, I always thought it was like, at least this version of Coughing, it's like, hey, how you doing? That just it is stupid, but that's what I always see. And slam. Yeah, satisfying. Sonic Boom. Voltorb is a pretty good grab. They're pretty common right before the dungeon you use Flash, so you know you can teach the Voltorb Flash. In fact, I did that in my Pokemon Red Let's Play. But yeah, you know. That's my suggestion. If you want Electrode, the fastest Pokemon in the game, definitely go for that. If you want Electric type. If you're not going to get Pikachu anyway. And you want to be that guy that uses Legendaries, because that does good Pokemon, obviously. Yeah, Larry hasn't grown level in forever. Obviously. Because it's so overpowered. Alright, let's head to Celadon. Take one quick look around. In fact, this is an area I really like to use my bike. Now we get the nice little traveling music here. I actually really like this song. It's cheery, you know? Alright. I think this is a trade opportunity. Oh, no. Sleepy Pokemon near Celadon, eh? Alright, everyone, welcome. Here's the opposite side of that lazy guy. One of them, anyway. This is a good grind spot right here. They always put good grind spots right before towns and whatnot. You know, gym badges and all. Celadon is the grass-type gym, so we're going to be getting a lot of use out of Triple M here. And welcome. Is that a Rocket member? Keep at it, Team Rocket's way. Ooh. Welcome to Celadon City. Pretty big place for a Game Boy game. Oh, yeah. You know. Come on, heal my Pokemon. Thank you. Why do I have a feeling that if I go face those other 3 trainers, I'll get an evolution, I'll have to add another tail to an episode? I have that strange feeling. Poliwrath. This is my trusted pal Poliwrath. It evolved from Poliwhirl. Used a water stone. Yeah, here's the department store. Really good place. This is where you can get everything. Oh, never mind. This is the mansion. My bad. We can get a Pokemon here, actually. And I'll show that off. First, my dear Pokemon keep me company. Meowth you and brings money home. Oh, you would have an adorable Pikachu with you. You look like a fantastic duo. You're making me jealous. Yeah, that's some. We got some exclusive. So that's just some exclusive dialogue there. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is definitely worth showing off. I gotta say, nobody lives here. I would live here. I like those palm trees. You know? I don't really like the lack of no door at all. All right, this is a Game Freak being Game Freak. I'm the graphic artist. I drew you. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come tell me, and I'll give you a useless picture that you can get with your Game Boy printer if you so bought one, which I did not as a kid. Me, I'm the programmer. Cool. I wrote the story. Isn't Erica cute? I like Misty a lot, too. Oh, and Sabrina, I like her. He's that perv who likes the female gym type the female gym trainers, you know. They're just objects to them, aren't they? Actually, you know, seeing the blue around here kind of freaks me out. I don't know why, it just does. I'm so used to Pokemon Gen 1 being one solid color, you know? Except for the Gen 3 remakes, but the different art direction doesn't. It's amazing what you get used to when you're a kid, you know? Oh, darn it. Oh, wait. Here's the store, and that's when we'll be showing off for the rest of the episode. But first, I really want to get in the back of the Pokemon Mansion. You'll find out why. You'll find out why. I really should be riding my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like. And we have a secret entrance here, where we get something interesting. Now, there was an episode of in Pokemon about the Pokemon Mansion that's pretty interesting, but yeah, you know, I know everything about the world of Pokemon in your Game Boy. Fourth wall breaking. Together with your friends and trade Pokemon. Yeah. Mine. Yellow's got Eevee. Do you want to nickname Eevee? Yes. I want to do this to be nice. Eevee will not be part of my team. Obviously. I mean, if it was Gen 2, it would. Oh, whoops. There's 2 E's in Eevee. I'm going to name my Eevee Eevee. This is for Triple M, because he had a dog named Eevee, and she died recently, and she was a really good dog, so Eevee. There we go. I'm sorry, he. I always do that. It's a boy. Sorry. I made something nice and something mean. But yeah, I got an Eevee now. A better Eevee than Jerk will ever have. Maybe I will train. I just really wish that there was a Espeon existed. Espeon's a fantastic Pokemon. In fact, what I might do is trade that Eevee over to Gen 2. I actually really might do that. Luckily, the Game Boy player has a link cable. I just gotta dust off my link cable. Where's my bike? Yeah, I gotta start organizing my items. Alright, we're gonna head to the mart and finally solve our problem with those lazy guards. And then I'll show off the rest of the time in the next episode, honestly, because we're going a little over time. Granted, we've gone a little over time this whole area, but yeah. Alright, I'm just going to go over everything with you. The service counter is on the first floor. Trainer's Market, which is your typical market, is on the second floor. You can buy certain decorations for your room in your Pilot Town. That's kind of useless. 4 is Wise Man Gifts. 5 is the drugstore, where you can get a bunch of status ailment stuff, which is very helpful. And the rooftop or vending machines. That's where we want to go. I showed off this area in Pokemon Red. I'm sorry. If I'm not... You don't have to watch it. I don't want to sound like that guy who's saying, oh, you have to watch my other Let's Play now. You don't have to. But 2 reasons. 1, a lot of people play Gen 1, know what it's like. Especially the 3rd Gen remakes. And 2, honestly, I'm sorry, but I've already played this game on YouTube, and generally, I'm just showing off my real point of this Let's Play is me to show off the differences from the Pokemon Red. I really hope you understand. My sister is a trainer, believe it or not, but she's so immature, she drives me nuts. Oh, she seems nice. Alright, Lemonade is actually great. It's actually better than anything else you get. Can I get rid of anything? Darn it. Out of room. Ooh, we should find a PC somewhere. I'm gonna dump TM11. Don't need it. Yeah. Again. Alright, so let's, sorry, I just didn't feel like going to it. Let's go buy Lemonade. You can only buy them one at a time, which is annoying. But Lemonade is great. It's also nice enough to add a little realism there, add the little sound effect. Lemonade does more than the Super Potion. When you get the Ultra Potion, that'll do more. But Lemonade is also cheaper. Great option if you want it. I'm going to buy 6, which means I'm going to buy 5, because I need this to get rid of those, to make a lot of shortcuts in Palette. I mean, in Kanto. Because, yeah. I'm not keeping count. Perfect. Alright. Hey, man. How you doing? Alright, when I enter this elevator, I'll be in with the lazy guard. Alright, so this guy's interrupt me? Whoa, boy, I'm parched. Huh? Can I have that drink? This drink? Gee, thanks. He just takes it from me. Glug, glug. Gloop. If you want to go to Saffron City, you can go on through. I'll share this with the other guards. Alright, so that's finally done. Because Celadon's like in the middle of Kanto, so now there's a lot of shortcuts we can make. We can finally reach areas we couldn't before. That being done, thank you all so much for watching. I've been Billy, or Video Game Analyzer. Have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you next time.